the world looking for understanding of the times that we live in. Hunting and gathering first-hand information, challenging definitions of sin. I travel the world looking for lovers of the ultimate beauty, but never Celine. I am a wanderlust king.
Welcome everybody! Back to Angels with Scaly Wings. Last time, we hung out with the hermaphrodite. His name is Lorem. He was pretty fucking cool. Gave us a toy that flew right at Reza. Fucked up his gun. Knocked him the fuck out. Took him to the back to the beginning. And then we tied him up and did something to him with fucking Izumi. And then it just cut off. We don't know what the fuck happened. This time, as I promised, we're going to be going and spending time with Remy. Merci, merci. Continue your journey, Furea. Moon. Duty.
There's
Always,
something you might notice
always.
after you finish this one. Ow.
What?
Okay. After you finish this one, you'll see a difference. Actually, a change once we go for the good ending, the true ending. But that's for another time. Yay! Anticipation.
It won't be long now, boys and girls.
We're almost there.
After a good stretch, I looked around the room, blah blah blah, stuff we've seen before. My musings were interrupted when a doorbell rang. When I opened the door, I was met by another dragon. Its name was the System.
Let's skip it.
So, it turns out you've seen this before. Either you can watch this again, or we could save some time and just skip to the character selection. I feel like every time we go back through this, it straightens shit out to what the true ending would be. Like, it fixes up and creates inconsistencies that align everything toward the good ending the more we do this.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to skip ahead.
Yes, skip.
As you wish. Meet with Remy! Woo! Getting right off on it.
To the library.
He told me to meet him in the lobby, but nobody's here. Maybe I should look for him. He can't be too far after all.
Doggy, doggy!
I totally didn't do this part before.
Really?
I might have done it when I was going for Anna's good ending. It was quite a spacious building, lined with many bookcases on multiple floors. From the looks of it, it seemed to be as much of an archive as it was a library, with immaculate order permeating the chamber. It was the kind of place I could see myself getting lost in for an afternoon or two, thumbing through all the interesting books it could offer me. As I was looking around in wonder when suddenly a voice penetrated the silence. Remy! I couldn't see who the voice belonged to, but it came from the more private area in the back. It was followed by footsteps that approached it. Oh, you're still here? Of course I'm still here. I have business to attend to. Certainly, just assumed you'd be done by now, Amira. Guess your assumption was wrong then. Be a good boy and bring me some coffee, will you? Of course, Amira. I heard more movement, though I could still not see either of the two who spoke behind all the bookcases. I assumed the area was off limits to a visitor like myself and decided to wait. Here you go. Now let me read in peace, you silly boy. Of course. I heard him walk toward my direction until he emerged from behind a bookcase, then spotted me. Oh, hello, Furea. I didn't expect you so soon.
Better safe than sorry.
It's better safe than sorry. Well, I'm glad to see you again, at any rate. Who was that back there? I guess you heard, didn't you? That's my superior. She's the Minister of Culture and Arts, which means I'm technically her employment. I'm in her employment, though generally speaking, I work for the council at large, not just her. So this is where you work, huh? Most of the time, yes. That makes you a librarian, I suppose. There's a little more to it. I'm not just in charge of books. I'm a scholar and study them too. For example, if the council requests knowledge on certain topics, like facts, statistics, or other information of interest, it is part of my job to research it and present it to them in an appropriate manner.
So you're an expert on everything?
Yeah, so basically you're an expert on everything. No, just an expert at finding information. Anyways, there was a particular reason why you wanted to... Was there a particular reason why you wanted to meet me? You're just too damn cute, that's why! No.
Oh, you could go with that. As long as you don't say you're bored, we're fine. We can still get the good ending, okay?
You're just too damn cute, that's why.
Yeah.
Don't say that!
I like how his ears blush as well.
Either way, now that you're here, you could help me with something. I've got some books that need to be sorted over there.
Alright, how do I fit them? Alphabetically?
Yeah, alright, how do I fit them? Alphabetically? Oh no, the arrangement you see in this library is based on a sophisticated system that sorts everything in a very intuitive manner. I don't know, some words just fucking get me stuck.
It's intuitive, unlike the word.
Yeah. Based on a number of criteria: genre, author, complexity, and age. As you can probably tell, we have a lot of specimens. So just sorting them by alphabet would be far from suff and efficient.
Sufficient and efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds really boring now. That does sound very intuitive. It is. Basically, these 8 books you see over there were all part of a section that was moved, so they have to be sorted into their new area. Problem is, their labels are so old they've started to fade away, which makes sorting them a little harder. They will get new labels soon, but until then we'll just have to make do with what we have here. All of them are by Hazik Akil, a writer on the subject of history and very prolific one, I might add. You will find the shelf they belong to over there. Now it's just a matter of placing them in the right order, from oldest to newest. I have written down everything that's still legible from the old labels here. For someone like you, putting them in order shouldn't be a problem. In any case, I'll be working on something else in the meantime, so let me know once you're done. Hints. The third war is directly preceded by the spark. The first war is directly preceded by the inception. The invention is not the third, seventh, or last book. The second war is the fourth book. There is only one book before the first war. The Enlightenment comes at some point after the third war.
Do you want me to make this fast since I've done this so many times?
The first is the inception. The second is the first war.
Tribe.
I was thinking it was the tribe next.
Because tribe is never described in any of the hints.
Yep, and it's the only one that fits in the third spot.
Second war.
Second war.
Invention.
The invention. Then it was the spark.
Yes.
Then the Third War, then the Enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
I think that's
Yay!
it. Oh, you're done? Let's take a look then. Seems you got it all right. Well done, Furea. That wasn't too hard. I didn't know I could have this much fun in a library.
I don't know if you're being serious or...
I can't tell if you're serious, but I appreciate your help regardless. In any case, there's a box here that belongs in storage. You can put that away. I'll finish the last bit of sorting, and then we will be done for the day.
Sure thing.
Sure thing. Great! See you in a bit then. Whew, this is heavier than I thought. Lifted the box, carried it toward the shelf, but just as I was about to reach, I tripped, suddenly sending me onto the ground as the contents of the box spilled across the floor. Ouch! I scrambled together various items as the voice of the dragon called out to me. Is everything alright? Before I could answer, Remy came around the corner, his face bearing a look of disapproval. He stooped over and helped me pick up the spilled objects. Yeah, I'm fine. I was mainly asking about the priceless artifacts you just dropped.
Sorry?
Sorry. Well, it doesn't look like anything is broken. That could have ended up much worse. What is all this stuff anyway? In preparation for your arrival, I wanted to study that knowledge we had on humans. And what did you learn? Not much. The human is a creature shrouded in mystery and legend, yet one we apparently share some history with. Sure, dragon. Tell me I'm the mythological creature. As the story goes, we dragons were once a primitive and savage civilization living in caves and whatnot. We fought other creatures amongst each other for resources and territory. One day, however, a human arrived who performed many miracles and gave us the gifts of electricity and reason. We refer to this event as our awakening. What happened to them? And who were they anyway? They say it was a divine creature, a supernatural being that saved our species by making peace between our clans and uniting us as our numbers were dwindling from our pointless conflicts. And when the deed was done, they ascended to the heavens from where they came, or turned into a dragon and lived among us, ruling with kindness and wisdom until their eventual passing, depending on who you ask. What do you make of this story? As unlikely as it sounds, there is evidence for sudden, unprecedented technological advancement in our timeline. We have artifacts from that time that couldn't have been built with the knowledge we had back then. I'm starting to think you already have a theory. Indeed. I take it you are familiar with the way portal through which you traveled here actually work.
Actually, I am.
It's simple, really. There are spontaneous wormholes that pop into existence now and then, but their highly unstable nature means they can instantly collapse in on themselves. To be honest, my shoulder is getting kind of fucked from having to sit here this whole day.
Well, it's your fault for sitting there and waiting for us. You'll be okay?
It's just like a burning pain. God, it fucking sucks.
You need a break.
I don't need a break.
Okay. You need a massage.
Someone call Bryce.
Not that good at it, though.
Someone call Bryce. I need a massage. Just gonna shift where every fucking thing is, make a lot of noise, and try to relax. The machinery of the portal merely stabilizes the wormhole so that we may utilize it. We are just taking advantage of a naturally occurring phenomenon.
Fascinating stuff.
Fascinating stuff. Long story short, my theory is that this legendary person stumbled upon one of these natural wormholes in the split second it existed, bringing them into our world. Being thrust into an unfamiliar world with no means to return to their own. Talk about being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Or just the right one, if you ask me. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today. Oh. Oh, what I would give to know more about them. How do you know so much about the portal anyway? We found it a while ago, so we've had time to study it. Not me personally, mind you, but I followed its development with great interest. What else have you discovered about it? Not much, I'm afraid. We didn't want to take the risk of permanent damage, so we won't do anything rash until we completely understand the technology and can replicate it for ourselves. So far, the only thing it has done for us was locating your portal and connecting us to it. From the interface, it appears to have more functions, but we haven't been able to get any of them to work. We're not even sure what it is capable of when we initially turned it on. Only after some time of being active did it actually find your portal, and only then were we able to make the connection. Making that discovery must have been very exciting, especially when you made contact with us and started exchanging letters with us. Oh, you have no idea! Especially when Reza arrived and he turned out to be a human of all things. Some people still worship them, you know. You mentioned that before. How does that work? Do you have some kind of organized religion based around it? Not exactly. It is more like an adoration on a personal level. I'd count myself amongst them if it wasn't for the fact that I consider myself to have a more reasonable approach to it than others. For example, there are those that believe there is much more to your sudden appearance than there normally is. I think they expect some sort of miracle from you, similar to what was ascribed to humans in the past.
There's nothing supernatural about me. Maybe you should worship me.
Well, I can tell you there is nothing supernatural about me. That's what I expected.
Go on a power trip. Worship me.
Yeah. Worship me, Remy! Grovel at my feet! Either way, as a scholar, I'm looking forward to seeing everything your PDAs have to offer. I could show you sometime. I see. Well, don't worry about explaining them to me. I'm sure you have much more important things to do while you're here. It is just a question of time until one of them ends up with me anyway. Actually, the PDAs are one of the reasons I volunteered to come here. What do you mean? I know them pretty well, enough to explain how they work at least. Of course, that's far from the only reason. I just thought I'd be the kind of person who would meet all the requirements, and it turned out I was. I see. It was nice of you to volunteer when you must have known there would be considerable risks in coming here. You volunteered as well when you came to meet me, didn't you? I wouldn't think this kind of thing would fall under your jurisdiction regularly. That is true, but by this point, my interest in these things shouldn't surprise you. I was more surprised that I arrived under the cover of darkness to meet an ambassador, though I haven't seen much of you since. Initially, they wanted to have an official reception headed by myself, but in the end, they changed their minds due to security concerns, as I told you back then. I suppose that's also why I'm being escorted by the police all the time. Yeah, that was supposed to be my job too, until someone from the police department objected and advocated for more security. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. Let me guess, that someone was Maverick. How'd you know that? Just a hunch. At least I still got to meet you. Were you nervous when you did? Only the brave or foolish wouldn't be. I consider myself neither.
I have to admit, too, I was speechless when I first saw you.
I was speechless when I saw you, and that wasn't just a side effect of the teleportation. I think you were pretty foolish. To be fair, I would have been as well, if we didn't already know about humans and Reza. There was a moment of silence between us, and our eyes met briefly, when suddenly a loud call echoed through the building. Remy! Help! I've fallen in the toilet again! I'd better go and see what that is about. Stupid bitch always making me run away from my friends. Maybe it would be better if you didn't stay out in the open. At the end of the hallway, you can find my office towards the right. Wait for me there. Alright. And I promise I won't touch your computer!
Okay, this one, you can go ahead through everything and then the computer if you want an achievement. No,
Is
there's
there
not actually
just
no other
another
achievement.
achievement for just waiting?
Yeah. So you could wait.
Drink his coffee.
Yeah!
That'd be a horrible thing to do.
Do it all! Do it all!
No!
Alright, just wait.
I'm being nice to him. He fucking deserves it.
But it doesn't affect anything. I've tried it. Wait 3 times. Just do it first. And then just go...
Let's wait some more. Nothing happened. Wait. Let's wait even longer.
And this is when you would normally get the achievement.
Alright, this was long enough. Your boredom has increased by 3 points! Obviously, this was the most important stat of all. This is the best fucking achievement I ever got.
Yay! Alright, you can do any of the other ones you want. And just look at the computer when you're ready.
There's still a little bit left in the cup. Ugh, so stale.
Yeah.
In the mirror, gotta fucking smooth out my hair. I'm gonna look at his notebook. Heavy paper, perfect binding. I can tell by the cover alone that this is not the cheap stuff, but the result of quality bookmaking. Okay, let's peek inside. Looks like unsorted notes. His handwriting is terrible. Nope, can't make it out. Rummage through the trash. Let's see, what do we have here? What's this? Something wrapped in paper. It's a partially eaten sandwich, covered in mold. I'm not gonna eat that.
Do it again, do it again.
See, what do we have here? A lot of used tissue. Maybe.
Maybe he had the flu. Maybe he,
Maybe
you
as
know...
beautiful as he is, he still went to work sick. Poor Remy. Maybe he jacked off in his office.
He's so lonely, he has to use his hand.
He doesn't have hands.
Or
He's a
use his
dragon that
wing.
walks on 4 legs.
Okay, then he had to use his wing.
You could have just said he used his forelimb. Look at his computer. I wonder if their computers are similar to ours. Let's see. You press the button. The screen came to life, accompanied by the whir of the machine. After a few seconds, colorful images appeared on the screen. Have you come back for mercy? No, Alaya. We've come to stop you. Your reign of terror over the land of Marmoa is over. You're outnumbered. Just give up and we can end this without bloodshed. Furea is
So-
with my soldiers, outnumbering you thousands to 1. But I don't even need them. Who knows? If you survive long enough, you might just see why I'm called Alaya
What?
the Ascended.
One moment real quick, hold on. The left one looks like...
Remy.
No, the left one.
Oh, the far left
The one on the right.
Okay.
The left one looks like Anna.
Yeah,
the
they
green
all
one
look
looks
like their fucking old design.
That looks like Bryce, then Remy, then Nadine.
And the guy in the middle actually looks like Reza.
Yep. That's how he was gonna look like in the original.
Yeah, I know. Poor Adine would have been the watermelon dragon.
Watermelon.
What? We'd have actually have an official one then.
I'm just happy they changed her color.
You like yellow?
Yellow
With
and green
sprinkles.
always looks fucking sexy.
She's yellow with sprinkles. That's why I chose lemon with sprinkles. When she's asking you what dessert you like.
I chose
Alright,
the
let's
same,
continue.
I believe.
Let's continue.
Oh, you pompous bitch! Calm down, Ada. Focus.
Bonar or Bonar?
I'm sorry that's come to this, Alaya. But this ends now.
White Lord?
Ronan, get them! Grr.
Doesn't even speak.
Battle start!
Blown away! Earthquake.
Bonar.
Windquake.
His name's Bonar.
Grr! Ronan
Cosmic
invokes cosmic horror!
Aww.
Obi, come here, you're on cleanup duty. That's right, by the way.
What the? Hey, what are you doing?
I think I broke it.
think I broke it.
I think I borked it.
Oh no! Let me take a look. Why did you even touch the computer?
I got bored.
I got bored. Well, whatever you did, at least it seems to be okay. Oh no, my game! What's wrong? When you touched the computer, you saw a game running, right? Yeah, I played a little. I had it saved specifically at that moment to play it later, and now it's all gone. What do you mean it's all gone? So much preparation, so many hours spent grinding just to get there. I can't do all that again. You wouldn't understand.
Actually, I do.
You do?
Dark Souls on a daily basis.
I've played Final Fantasy VII.
And I
Yeah.
played 10 and 12.
I also played 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, having Shiva as an old man. Get off my porch!
Those games weren't easy.
No, they weren't.
They're never easy. That's the point of it.
And nowadays, they're so easy that a kid could play them.
Yeah,
Oh,
because they're so fucking streamlined.
Here, let me hold your hand and walk you through everything.
I mean, shit, I also played Tales of the Abyss. That game was fun as hell. Yeah, we used to have similar games where I come from. I see. Well, at least my office is still standing. Speaking of
What,
which...
you expected him to turn your computer into a bomb?
Yeah. Speaking of which, what's with the bed? Looks like you live here. When I have to work late, it's much easier to stay here. That's why you also found a bunch of dirty tissues in the garbage can.
And also, you're making him sound like the genie in Uber Hexernova's Mario Maker things.
Besides, I have the knowledge of the whole library at my fingertips. And I can use the resources and equipment as I please, like this computer. Don't you have one at home? No, we generally don't have this kind of technology in every household. Though it's not exactly rare either. We just use it when we need it. Back home, we used to have the computers everywhere. Most of us even carried one on our wrist wherever we went. Is that so? Oh, that means the library will be closing pretty soon. If you want to do or ask anything particular, now's the time.
I'd like to know more about your human myths.
Are you available?
Don't do that. Unfortunately, that actually doesn't do so well for him right at this point.
Fair enough. I'd like to know more about your human myths. Well, yeah, I mean, I know it's fucking early to ask such a question.
Mm-hmm. Especially, you know, he's already had a relationship issue at one point.
Yeah, I know. I watched people play the demos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot we could get into, but I'm afraid we won't have enough time now. Maybe another day. Anyways, thanks for your help. If there's any way I can repay you, just let me know.
I can't really think of anything.
Can't really think of anything. Well, what do humans typically do in such a situation? Invite them for a meal, probably. Then that's what I'll do. Sounds good to me. Alright then, have a nice evening. You too.
So that way it seems more like it was his choice, not you pressuring, oh, I'll take him out for a dinner.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. We parted amicably, or so I thought.
Amicably.
Would I see him again? I wasn't sure, but I kept his number just in case. More free time, what should I do? Fuck everyone, going to sleep.
Go to sleep.
And I will see you guys in the next episode. If you like this video and all of the others, give them that thumbs up or a like, whichever you wish to refer to it as. Also, see that beautiful subscribe button? Slam that motherfucker if you haven't already. It'll help you keep up to date with my videos, help you know what's coming out, and when it does come out.
Well, if you hit the bell, you get notified immediately as it comes out.
Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this content, and we're almost at the end. Gotta hang in there. Hope you've all been on this emotional road trip I've been. See you guys next time.